Well, I'm now recording, so.
Okay. Yes, let me ESP cheats this. Alright, good to go. There we go. I have my no clip. Lovely. Alright, so first defense. Oh yeah, the shitty pack labels that are very necessary. Thanks, RGL, I guess. Yeah, so, Upwood. First defense. Your medic's going to be playing in Cubby down here. Demo is going to be more forward up here, spamming with Hail. I'm going to have a sniper up here, taking the SVS, getting buffs. Your heavy is generally going to be on the right side over here. Note that if your medic and your heavy is playing on the right, you have to like be aware that he's above you when he's asking for heals. And then as heavy, you're just watching for bombers onto your sniper, denying players from walking up here. You can peek the right side, help deny the port, the whatever the hell you want to call that, up there. And you can also, if sniper's dead, you can peek tracks and help deny tracks. Gun's going to be generally back here-ish, right? Fire is playing around guns, spy checking, playing around with medic, they do stuff Ubers, and then the scouts on the flank, and then soldiers playing up here, just being a pest and shooting people, trying to walk up these stairs here. You can just like, keep backing up, keep being a pest, keep shooting them. So in terms of how are these stairs wider on this version of the map? Hold on.
Is there
I
a
swear
new
these stairs are wider.
Was there a new update to Upward, or is like
Yeah, it's F5 instead of the casual
What's it
Upward.
called?
Upward
Was
F5 instead of Upward.
I'm glad it's not just me who think they are wider. It feels really hard to trick stab at the top of them, and it feels really weird, so I presume they're slightly wider. Not by like only a couple hammer units too. Not by much.
Why? Why?
I don't know, it feels so weird.
Okay. Anyways, so notes for your heavy. Make sure you're watching for spies decloaking right here. Spies love decloaking there. Make sure you're aware that sniper can be peeking you from up there as well, so be aware of that. Watch for sackers into your medic here at the start. So demo, it's really funny. You just put crit stickies up here, and then like a heavy with fist of steel tries to punch your med, and you just dead, and they're dead. It's very funny. But the general idea is your demo is just up here, lying space. Your sniper's taking the SVS. Your scout is partially heavy denying the flank. You and your demo denying this. This might. I have 100 ping. Okay, sure. Yep. So that, and if they take the exchange into you, basically just solo your pyro. Your pyro tries to stuff them into this corner. Demo gets the last 2 seconds of the Uber, kills them if they're still here, or tries to get some damage on them as they leave or whatnot. There's not. If you want to, if you get like a call from your spy, like generally your spy is going to be gone for sniper picks or just chilling on this rock giving comms. But if your spy calls that their med's close, like here, you can, if you want, have your demo take the Uber straight into them. So you do this, just kind of take the Uber into them, right? Make them use early. The Uber is trash because they use like back here, and it's not going to get anything. That is viable, although you need good coordination and calls if you're going to do that. So pretty much the only like actual thing you have to keep in mind on first is the positions and then when to leave. And you leave when you're down 2 or 3 of the following: your gun/engineer, your sniper, your heavy, your demo. Those are the important classes. If you lose 2 or 3 of those, 3 you absolutely need to leave. 2 you should be strongly considering leaving. Your spy, scout, soldier aren't particularly important, though obviously if you're down like 4, and those are 3 of them, you should still leave. Just make sure you leave before you get wiped is the thing here. So what was the one? You know, the one class I didn't list there is your medic. If your medic dies, you stay in and make them use. Is generally the philosophy I like. So if your med dies to whatever, you keep your combo forward, and you basically just you play passive until their med's in a position where you think you can make them use, and then you just like all collapse on their med, try to make them use, and then you don't have dised. Yes. Any questions about first defense?
What are some funny stick spots?
Oh yeah, sticky spots. So because RGL is no fun, you notice there's no more grass or rocks or anything here, which is just lame, absolutely lame. But I think these still work. Yes, so you can put stickies here. No, no, bruh, bruh,
Well, you can't put them in, bruh. What the
bruh.
fuck?
On a plot? What the hell? Also, can you like shoot through that?
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, you can put stickies here.
No, like
Wait, why do we need a laptop?
left spawn.
Can I shoot
Yeah,
stickies where?
Oh no, like if you're like red team and you're coming out left spawn, like not just stickies, but like look towards your right, like that rock. Can you like? There used to be a huge hitbox glitch where you just that shit. They could fix all of the rocks, but they couldn't fix that.
That is a pretty funny stick spot. Not gonna lie.
No, so no,
Number
you can
six.
see these really easy. You can see this really easily.
No, I'm just wondering if they like fixed the like collisions for that yet.
Yeah, I know you can.
Why would they do that? Why would they fix those? Unacceptable. But yeah, you can put stickies in this rock. This is probably my go-to spot for aggressive traps, like right here. Your spy would call these for you.
Okay.
You can also, can you put them? You can put them on the backside of this still. You can put them on here still. Over here is also fine. And then no, the stickies here. This is actually goated. Like it's so funny when there's just a fist of steel head. You're like, I'm gonna get your med. I'm gonna get your med, and then you just fucking nope, no med for you. It's hilarious every time. And this is actually probably one of my most consistent trap spots. You just put 2 or 3 crit stickies down here, and you get a kill and you save your med. It's actually really good.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Any other questions
Yeah,
about first
for-
defense?
Scout and Pyro, for the love of God, can you please go over to the large ammo pack over there? Yes. Make sure you watch that like a hawk. If you're the scout, pick it up whenever you have any low ammo. Stop the spy from using it, please. Your engineer will.
Hey, Hawk, I'm getting that mic issue.
Engineer's medal. This is the engineer's medal.
Yes, it is. But once you're set up, it becomes a spy's medal.
Maybe. I don't know. I would if you're gonna
if
do
you
that,
don't
make
use
sure
it, at
engineers
least watch
knows that
it.
you're doing that.
Yeah,
Make
of
sure
course,
your
of course.
engineer knows that.
Hey, I'm getting a mic issue from you again. Maybe like plug it back in. I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure. One sec.
If you're, is your engineer here right now?
Yeah, that's me. I don't really mind if people take the ammo pack there so much, because usually you have a level 3 on first, but I would prefer to have it there just for comfort.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just decide with your team what you want to do about that.
I like 90% of the time I won't care.
Definitely your scout should be playing over here, denying this flank area. Your pyro would probably be playing more on the right, though. They can be like walking over here, but not necessarily all the way to the corner, I would say. Now, any other questions or comments about first defense? No. Okay. First.
Is my mic
offense.
better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So first offense. The first thing like heavy, scout, engineer, those can all be classes pushing the cart. Your medics, chilling and spawn, buffing your sniper. Your sniper's taking the SVS or whatever. Your spies getting in position. Generally, I'd say spy gets in position to go for the gun. But if your team wants to coordinate something else, like a sniper sack or whatever, that's fine too. And then, right as the start of the game, what I like to do is have heavy can sack too, depending on who you have in cart. If you have scout, engineer, pyro on cart, heavy can sack with buffalo stake, fist of steel, whatever you want to do. But so demo soldier, both just sack immediately for the sniper. I say so. You just sack for the sniper, right? Try to kill the sniper. And if you don't get the sniper, that's fine. By the time your spy is in position, you'll be able to sack again for the gunner, or just immediately take the exchange out anyway. So yes, at the start, I like to sack for the sniper. If you get the sniper, you start bringing your med out on the left here. Once you get cart to here, your cart pushers should start trying to live. Especially your heavy should stop taking damage and start trying to live. Your scout and engineer can to some extent keep trying to edge it, but they need to be trying to live as well. And so the goal here with the combo out on the left is spy would still be in position to sap the gun, because he was doing that during the sack waves. He's in a position to sap the gun. And so you take the demo Uber in, you just shoot the gun, you probably use pipes, shoot the gun, right, gun is down, you start shooting them, make them use And then at like 20-30%, you should start backing up and get out. You don't want to be in while they still have Uber. You back up. Your heavy should have been out of this. Your pyro generally should be out of this. So both your heavy and pyro are healthy. You make sure your heavy is super healthy, like 450. You then will start to be fighting on the hill, right? Your heavy starts walking this way. Just pounding people in cubby, pounding people in the open from up here. You can just kind of keep walking up here, pounding people. Your flank, like your engineer, scout, soldier, are all trying to fight high ground up here. So like engineer can do this. Your scout, soldier can just kind of double jump or bomb up here, and they're starting to fight from up here. Keep in mind there will likely be a heavy up here. So if you see the heavy up here, don't be afraid to like ask your demo to shoot the heavy with you, right? So like a demo up here can start shooting this heavy for you, right? If he doesn't kill himself like an idiot, you can keep shooting the heavy, right? So make sure you're getting into that heavy before, so your flank can get up there. And then you just kind of you call focuses with your combo, and you just keep kind of applying pressure on them. And then once they start leaving, you can start putting players on card. So even if you don't get the sniper in the initial sack wave, it's generally okay to try to bring your med out relatively quickly. So long as they hug the wall, they're not really peeking the sniper here. Unless the sniper's like super aggro, but if they're super aggro, it should be called. Yes, any questions about first?
When moving out of first, like retreating out, especially like this engineer start, have an escort.
Yes.
Like if I'm moving level 3, okay.
Yes, if you're trying to leave as an engineer, especially if you're running Rescue Ranger, you're very vulnerable to spies decloaking on you and just pistoling you, because you would get 2-shot by the stock revolver. It's would like 40.
By jumping demos and jumping just about everything.
Yeah. So stock revolver base damage is what, 40, so you add 35 on top of it. No, you don't get 2-shot unless they're really close, but you get 3-shot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe if you're holding your sentry, you take mini crits.
Yeah,
Which we're probably doing somewhere, but that's an additional 35%.
Yeah, no, so the max ramp up star revolver is 60. I'm assuming base damage of 40 plus 35, which is
okay. I'll try to get Scouter or someone to help me out.
Yeah.
That's like 80.
The other thing.
Let's see. At max, that's 80 damage per shot. At 40.
Yes, but that assumes the spy's right next to you. I'm assuming the spy's not right next to you. If the spy is right next to you, yeah, it'll 2-shot. If the spy's right next to you, they'll 2-shot you, yeah. But if they're right next to you, they can just stab you. Yeah.
Actually, if it's wait 1 second. If it's mini, isn't it always maximum ramp up? Because I thought you didn't have full up.
It is always base damage minimum.
Okay.
It is not max ramp up. So yeah, there's no damage fall off. You can still get ramp up, but it's not guaranteed ramp up.
Okay. I'm just being dumb then. That's fine.
Okay, so one other thing, on offense you should be doing this, and on defense you should be watching out for this. Once you start leaving, like once you're there-ish, right, what the other team is going to be looking to do and what you should be doing, Demo and Soldier do this, right? You don't hit this, you don't be dumb and don't hit that. And then you just bombing straight into their medic as they leave, right? So let's see if I can not be dumb this time. Yeah, so you're not being dumb, right? And then you just bomb their med. And if Soldier and Demo both do that, you can drop or force the med as they're leaving. So when you're leaving, your Pyro and Heavy should be looking for that. Your Scout can also be looking for that. Just be watching for that. They can kill your Engineer, they can kill your Medic. So just be aware that that is happening. And watch for it. And on offense, you definitely should do that. So, now for second, defense. So, if you leave early enough, you can be really forward for a little bit. So, what this looks like is your demo is just kind of denying this, right? Playing back here, denying this, spamming this. Your sniper can be forward with you as well, playing up here or something. All right, just somewhere forward with you, controlling a lot of space. Your heavy can be playing along this wall, helping shoot the left, or you can be really forward watching this door. You can also peek through this door to kill people grouping up down here and whatnot. Your flank is just kind of hard playing down here, right? So your soldier is just hard living down here. Your scout can be wandering more along here. Early when the scout's back there, your scout can be playing down here. But as the scout gets pushed more forward, the scout can start playing out here when your team starts backing up. But generally, your soldier scout are just kind of playing in the tunnel. Also, that door is closed. It's beautiful. Yes, so that's the forward hold, basically. You're just playing up here, playing really forward. Generally, once the scout starts getting more... either way, the gun's just here, and all the holds, gun's just there. This is good if you leave early or if you have the space for it, but generally you're not going to be able to be this forward. Generally you're going to be playing it back a bit more, so your sniper's like playing up here or something. Gun is still down there, flank is still in tunnel if they can be. Your demo is just kind of playing here, trading spam with them, whatnot, right? Trying to deny walkers. Your heavy can be playing along the left here, using this little thing to kill people, jumping around here. If I'm not bad, there we go, jumping around here. Just gotta watch for spies, decloaking back there, because they can decloak here and then just run straight up and stab you, so be aware of that. However, I would say the best spot for heavy when you're playing back like this is heavy just lives inside tunnel. So inside tunnel, heavy is supporting your flank. So if your flank needs help, heavy can just rotate down, kill people on cart, help your flank out. And most of the time, he's just sitting here. He's just lurking here. You don't want to peek this. You die to sniper if you peek this. You just live here, and anyone that starts getting aggressive, like if they start walking towards these minecarts, they start walking here especially, you just kill them as they walk past. And you just live here, and you're just a menace here. And in order for them to commit hard enough to kill you, they kind of have to just be super forward and walking into your sniper and demo. So it's pretty easy to just live here. So once you lose the hill, like if you're backed up down to here, or you're backed up onto platform, you don't want to be here. This is bad. They have really big high ground on you, and this is just bad. You can eat spam from here, you can eat spam from here. You get caught on this door frame really easily. So generally, you want to avoid holding this low ground, unless you have massive numbers ad. If you have massive numbers ad or health ad or something, you can start just walking into them to try to take back the space. But if it's an even fight, you'll generally lose once you're down here. So if you're pushed back to here, what you want to do is you just don't bother with platform. Your sniper needs to be up for this, so you're basically playing off your sniper, you're rotating tracks, and you're playing off your sniper. So if you have obviously the cart would need to be like at least back there. Like right there. The cart would need to be at least back there when you start rotating in order for this to walk. But so then what you're doing is you're playing after sniper. You're hoping for a sniper pick. If you get the sniper pick, you can immediately flood back off of tracks and start refighting this cart. Right. 1 sec. Is that? Okay. I was saying yes. So that's playing tracks. And this just avoids you getting mulched in this choke, because if you try to push out through this choke, you 100% will die if you don't even have platform. And it's a lot safer way to refight than trying to play platform when you can get mulched from the window and down here. I am incredibly smart, and I meant to do that, I swear. Any questions about second defense?
Oh yeah. For forward hold, I put the dispenser up on the rock there, up behind the rock. So that they can
all the way up here? When you're all the way up here?
Back.
I mean when you're back here? Like
yeah, so you can head glitch, but sentry spots are really weird on second, and they tend to move around, but usually I just put it on like the base right of the tunnel. Is that okay?
But you mean like back here?
Yeah, right where you are.
I generally see them back here. I can't say for a fact that this is terrible, but it seems like it wouldn't deny cart as well from over there, but it'd also be harder for flank to spam. So the big thing with cart here is it's just making it harder for their flank to fight your flank, basically, right?
Okay.
Because all of this space just becomes your flank. So like if they're low, they hide here. The offensive flank can't kill people hiding here, so the defensive flank just has a massive advantage in this area. And you can also wrangle it and shoot cart like all the way back to here. You can be shooting cart here. You won't be doing much because it'll be crouching behind the cart, but you know that chip damage, that little bit of knockback can be pretty good.
Ooh, the one thing on second also I tend to notice is that when I'm trying to deny tunnel and cart and try to handle flank a little bit and try to keep my linked. Yeah. If, like on forward hold, when we're holding up here, we're not passive holding.
So what do you mean when your team holding up here?
Tends to... No, I'm not up there. I'm pretty much not
when
up
your
there.
team's holding up here, when your team's holding up here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And our pyro tends to be with combo to help out the front line, right? But that also leaves me like...
Have Scout play with you.
Have Scout play with me? Okay.
Yep. Scout, unless your Scout is like an aimbot, I doubt playing in tunnel is much fun for them. So having them come back and help you out when your team's forward is probably fine.
Okay, alright.
Because Scout's really good at spy checking, they can rotate really fast, so yeah, they'd probably be your best bet to not get raped by spy.
Cool.
Yep. Any other questions about second defense?
What do I do if their sniper is on cliff edge?
Like over here.
They like do the stupid ass peek by the
This?
sign. No, no, like all the way towards the right, like where red team holds.
Yeah, there's like
I-
a sorry.
But like
we have
go towards
people inspect. Can
house.
someone inspect? Show me what you mean. You mean like? Oh, you mean over here?
Yeah, yeah, right there. Like
You
that
don't hold. You don't hold platform. That's what you do. You just don't hold platform because that's shit.
Oh,
What you're saying if you're holding it there?
or like either, cause they just
So-
kind of walk.
Okay, so if you're holding here, I can come back to that. You do not hold platform. Holding platform is a death sentence. So you just shouldn't be here. As for if you're holding up here, scout. If you're holding up here, your scout should be patrolling this area. Your scout's just kind of playing out here, killing people, you know, wandering around, maybe coming up the hill, chip damage, running around here, watching for spy back here. Yep, this is kind of scout's area. And so if a sniper tries to walk over here and there's a scout, the scout should go, haha, you're dead.
So can sniper like see tracks? Like if you're playing outside of house, like ready to leave, and sniper plays by like right of the sign, can he see the tracks?
Probably. Yeah, so he can see there. But notice how there's a slope here, right? So you're sitting behind the slope, right?
Okay.
You're sitting like back here. Your sniper's gonna be like right here, and you're just tanking your sniper. And if you don't get the sniper pick, you're not fighting this. Is the idea, right? So you're just playing off your sniper, seeing if your sniper can win the SVS, seeing if he can stall card, and if they can't, then you don't refight. You just give up the point and leave.
Who should be watching house in this case? Because I feel like they could just like if you're playing like passive like tracks, just if their sniper's up,
So
who's watching house?
so you're saying if they like walk over here and walk through here, your
Yeah.
players that are peeking should have enough brain cells to realize that if the other team is bare and walking through house, that they should call it. And if they, because you have like, it's not just your sniper peeking. Like your demo can be trying to spam stickies on the cart and whatnot, right? And if either your sniper or your demo sees players walking over here, that should be called. And once that's called, you should just like start leaving, right? Because if as you're leaving, they're in boiler, and if your demo is just doing this, right, they shouldn't be able to kill you as you leave, unless they like somehow got all of their combo in there and nobody called it, and you don't start shooting them as you start walking. Then I could see them wiping you, but that needs to be called if they're getting in here. Did that answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
For scout, they do need to be aware that if you look at the signs by flank, spies can jump up onto those and get onto the shed behind.
You mean like up here?
Yeah, if you're on the slope, you can jump up onto the sides and you can run
that?
across. Yeah,
Oh, I
and you
see
can
what
jump
you're
on that
saying,
rock, and you can jump if you're spy. You can jump up onto there,
Interesting.
and that's a
I don't
really
see
nice
how that's much
decloak.
better.
Well,
I
no,
guess
the
no,
thing is
'cause
that
you'll
you stay
bump
out
people
of the
down
way
here. You'll
of
bump people down
scout,
here.
and scouts don't
Yeah,
usually
I
check
see
up
what you
here. So if you're invisible, just give it the occasional shot or two.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, this is a fair point.
And also, we can, I believe we can also get onto the fence if you turn around. Oh, we can get onto that fence up there too.
Yeah, I
So,
would be surprised if you couldn't. You can
oh
definitely
no,
do from over
from
here,
that
probably.
block, yeah. Yeah, from there.
Yeah, no, you can definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
You can also stand up
scout,
here.
yeah, I know, but I see a little point of standing up there for offense, spy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe if you're cloak and dagger and you're just sitting there observing the enemy, but
I mean, technically, if your team's forward up there, it could be. If defense is up there, it could be viable. But yeah.
yeah, to do like that.
Yes. Any other questions or comments about second defense?
Gabe, you should also watch for that too. Just occasionally check towards the shack.
Oh, check. Well, yeah, I'm always looking behind me because spies love to decloak there, but like, the thing is, I can't really do fuck all about it because the rescue ranger is a little shit of a weapon that can't do anything.
You can wrangle your
No,
gun
and-
and try to check it with that.
And I know that there are like 8 different ways that we can attack you. Because we also like to come from arms too.
It's good to be on the lookout though, you're right. So that,
And if nothing else, you can scream at your team that there's a spy, and then your team can be aware that there's a spy and shoot them.
yeah.
Never underestimate the power of screaming at your pyro that there's a spy. Unless your pyro is dumb, then you're kind of screwed. Yes. So, any other questions about second defense? That is good. Okay. So, second offense. So a lot of teams have problems with this point because sniper exists and likes to just sit there and map everyone coming up here. So the way that I found effective to deal with this is generally you just send a lot of people at once. So obviously you don't want to send your medic, but like your demo, pyro, sniper all just kind of peek this side at the same time, and he cannot headshot all of you. And then at the same time your heavy. So generally heavy's going to be like down here. Heavy just kind of, if he's not dumb, he can actually jump. He comes up here. Right, and he's up here, so he's peeking this at the same time you're peeking over there, right? He's just kind of peeking from this angle, helping to clear anyone forward, helping to... So generally the first thing Heavy's doing is he's peeking this slowly, clearing this off for your players on hill, and then once this is clear, your players on hill press the hill at the same time as your Heavy starts turning this corner, and then he can start plinking the sniper, he can start clearing out any players close here. And so your Heavy and your demo are calling focuses, clearing players out, and then what you want to do as a combo is you want to keep getting forward. Make sure there's no heavy side tunnel. Heavy side tunnel just shred you. You don't want to linger over here. This is not a good place to linger because the defensive demo does this. And you are now dead. You are now dead and gone, so you don't want to linger there. So you basically, once you're here, you don't stop, you just keep going forward. You make sure there's no heavy. You make sure there's no heavy, that's very important. Once you know there's no heavy, you then do this to their team as offensive demo, and then you win instead of losing. And at the same time, right, your heavy would just be kind of walking forward here, right? Don't bait your heavy. Make sure you, because the heavy has nowhere to hide, so make sure you're not hiding here. Make sure you're walking forward with this heavy. But at the same time, your heavy's walking here. You're walking here, doing this, and they're getting shredded. Make sure call focus is here, whatever you want to do. But make sure people are getting shot. And if there is a heavy side tunnel, what you can try doing, and you're having problems with the heavy side tunnel, while you're doing this, your flank can be trying to push through side tunnel into them. Yes, and so once you get to about here, once they're off the high ground, you just kind of win because your demo is doing this, and so you just kind of win these. Make sure there's going to be a gun here or here or here, somewhere around there. So make sure you don't just walk into that and die. And as demo, it's really easy to kill. You just do this, and oh no, the gun is dead. So that's pushing hill. Once you have hill, you send your heavy into the, I don't know what you call this, loft or whatever. So heavy has a buff, he's ready to peek this window, and at the same time that he's peeking that window, your demo is doing, he's walking down here, clearing through here, making sure there's no one close, and then he turns this corner, so your demo is peeking down here, nuking players on platform, your heavy's up there, helping you clean up players on platform. Also note that you can do that. Alright, don't forget that exists. Chase, kill players who are running away, and then once you have, this area clear, your heavy drops down. I think this is still a head glitch. Let me check that, because this is different than it is on normal upward. If this is not a head glitch, I'm going to be very sad. Okay, it is a head glitch. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so then the heavy gets then a head glitch, and so your heavy's in this head glitch. Your demo can be putting traps here, or he's watching, or he's watching tracks here to make sure they're not refighting tracks. I would generally avoid trying to peek this corner unless you know for a fact that they're like basically wiped, because it's really easy to get bounced here and caught out and killed if you try to peek this. So I would generally avoid peeking this unless you're absolutely sure they're dead and trapping spawn. And then while you're doing this, obviously your flank's getting card time. So generally once you get to this area, it's not too hard to push. You put a heavy up there, you put a demo down here, and you just kind of shred them. And if you're really having trouble, you can get a sniper or whatever over here, right? So a sniper here with the demo heavy, you should just win those. But pushing hill can be very challenging because this sniper kind of is a huge problem, especially if he's just not dying, or if their demo is just hard spamming you or whatever. So the big things I would say is do your best to avoid lingering here. You lose this spam fight pretty easily, because you basically just end up having to peek sniper in order to spam anything, so it's just not good. So alternatives you can try to this, if your flank's having problems in tunnel, which they generally will because they can be shot by the soldier here, they can't do anything to the soldier, so it's not a terrible idea to, if your flank's having problems on the couch, like stuck here, just come down here and have your demo or heavy just put 150 into their flank so that your flank can get space. Alternatively, if you're really having problems pushing hill, you can take a push through side tunnel. So there's a couple of times it is viable to push side tunnel. So generally, you can push side tunnel if you have Uber and their pyro is dead, or if it's a dry fight and their demo is dead. So because if it's a dry fight and their demo's alive, the demo does this, and your entire team is now dead. If you have Uber and their pyro is alive, their pyro stands here and right clicks, and your Uber is trash. So those are the things. If you have Uber, pyro needs to be dead. If you don't, demo needs to be dead. So if they're heavies in side tunnel, it makes it really easy for you. Your heavy, demo, pyro, and your flank just all come here, and you all just collapse on this heavy. You kill this heavy. And if you're coming here, and it's a dry fight, their demo should already be dead, so they have no demo, no heavy. Their sniper can't shoot you. And so you're just, like, here for free, and you just immediately kill that sniper, and immediately kill them there, and you're just in. If it's an Uber exchange, same thing, just mulch this heavy real fast, and then you just bring your demo out, and your demo can start pounding them, and they have no way to stuff you. So the rest of your team stays passive and lives, while your demo just gets some damage in, and then you can try to refight from tunnel. I wouldn't... So, the Uber with the through side tunnel is a bit sketchy, because the refight is really hard, because the rest of your team can't get through this choke in the post-fight, so it really relies on your demo to make that space for the post-fight. But it is an option if you can't push hill. Pushing hill is better, but if you, for some reason, can't, that's an alternative for you. Yes, any questions about second offense?
Could you viably send your combo around flank if their pyro's dead?
You mean on hill? Like over here?
Yeah.
Hold up. I need to make I'm getting angry. Why can I not make the jump? There we go.
There you
We go. I would say no.
Okay.
So, because I mean, realistically, you can if the other team's dumb, but if the other team's dumb, you should just win. So, 'cause I mean, all it takes is their heavy looking like this, and then you just die. Or their demo realizing you're there, and you just does this, and you kind of just die. That's the bad spam angle. Actually, it's not a great spam angle for demo, but like they're heavy, just looking down at you, you just kind of die. And let's say you do get in, you're gonna be here, and then you can still get knocked off by explosive damage, right? So all it takes is you getting bounced a little bit and then shot by the heavy, and all of a sudden you're dying. So
I was more thinking a little bit further down on the other side of the arrow sign.
what do you mean, like down here?
Yeah, down there. You
So
can
you
get a
just hop
pretty
up
mean
like
angle
this?
there.
If you can get here without the other team seeing or calling you, the other team is dumb.
Okay,
Like-
fair enough. It means the spy is
Like,
probably not
if-
doing their job.
If you can magically get here and not lose any players to bullshit, I mean, it would probably be decent. But then you have a couple of problems. You're separated, so you have no... Your post-fight would be bad, right? So your players would be forced to be just living behind the enemy during the other team's Uber, so they can get caught out and killed really easily. If they don't get caught out and killed, they can come in the post. So basically, your players not in the Uber have a really hard time, because they either aren't in with you, because they didn't come over here with you, or they're in and they're going to die during the other team's Uber. So your post-fight will be pretty trash. So the only time it would work, even if you magically teleported here, I would say, is if you have an ad. And getting here with, like, taking your ad, like, over here is just... I don't know. It seems like it would be not worth it. You're better off just taking the ad through side tunnel, probably. Be the way to go. Take the ad through side tunnel. Yeah. Any... Did that answer the question about the push?
Yeah, that was quite comprehensive.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions about second offense? Sounds like a no. Alright, so third is a... So second can be a really tough point to push. Third can also be a really tough point to push. So it's good for defensive times. It's pretty much all the points except first are really tough to push. So positioning, your demo's kind of, playing here, spamming out the choke. This is probably the most aggressive you want to be to place traps like there. And don't be retarded and actually place them where they're supposed to go, which is like on the stairs themselves. I'm just trash. Put the stickies here. Don't do what I'm doing. There we go. That's the spot for stickies. You can also put stickies if you actually charge your stickies and don't be retarded. You can put stickies here on the wall. You can put them here, right? Because people are in the corner. You can put stickies up here. You want to put them a little bit lower. And basically, most of the time you're going to be chilling a bit more passive, just kind of... Hold up, can I spam like this? That's too high. Where there's land. Ho 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 ho. This is apparently a decent spam angle. You're not peeking sniper is the advantage here. You might have to charge stickies a bit to get them where you want them, but yeah, that's a decent spam angle right there. If you charge stickies more, they can probably get in deep. Yes! Okay, so there you go. That's your spam angle for demo. Other classes, your medic is hiding in here. Your medic stays here. If somebody wants heals, they come to the medic. Medic does not do this. This is how you die as medic. Don't do this. If somebody's yelling at you for heals, they walk to you. You can probably play here, but I would be very hesitant because like if you're standing here trying to heal your demo, all it takes is you hitting like A that much, and now you're peeking sniper, and now you dropped, and now you're dead, and it's bad. Way heavy comes C house, and he's shooting you, and you take 100, and then a scout runs at you and hits you for 50, and you're dead. So it's generally a good idea just to live here, and your demo plays here to get your beam. He plays here to get your beam.
Is it fine to play like a little bit further back so you can arrow like soldier at spool?
You mean like back here?
Well, like just like yeah, to peek that angle to like arrow the soldier.
I
Sniper
guess.
can't like sit on cart.
So yeah,
like,
you're not
near
rolling
it.
with the sniper. So, I mean, yeah, this is probably fine. You can probably do this too.
Yeah, just spies love it when you play a bit further back because we
So
can
no, I wouldn't
cloak
play
in
further back.
spiral.
I would because so the other reason you're playing in here is to buff your heavy. So I wouldn't play further back, but if you need to peek further back, like if you want to walk back here to arrow this soldier, that's probably fine. Just make sure your pyro's like watching for spies. You don't get stabbed doing that. But I would live here is where you want to live. The reason is if you're playing back here, you can't buff your heavy. Who's gonna? These stairs are different too, right? I'm not retarded. They used to be just on the right, and then this was
All
not
the
a.
stairs.
Why is it all stairs, man?
I mean, no, there used to not be stairs on like the left portion.
You know, no. Because the point is, it's annoying when you get caught here. But I hate upward at 5. I hate upward at 5. Honestly, why did they do this to us? It's trash. But that's okay. Yeah. The reason you play here is basically for heavy. I'm gonna get to heavy in a second, but it's better to play here. Arrowing soldier is probably fine, but don't live out here. You're gonna get stabbed, or you're gonna not be able to heal your heavy. It's just not ideal. So other positioning, I believe I said demo and medic. Pyro is playing around the gun, around the medic. So the gun's gonna be like here probably, and it's just wrangled to deny cart. Does this slope down on upwood? I don't know if this does or not. It slopes down. I don't know. I'm retarded. Anyways, your scout's playing over here, just kind of playing around here, shooting people on the edge of this cart, denying C house, just kind of being annoying. Your soldier can be playing on catwalk up here, so they can shoot the cart from here. They can just nuke cart from up here. They deny all of this. They can shoot here. If they want to be risky, they can come a bit more forward. They can shoot down here. They can shoot in here. This is super forward though, so I wouldn't be up here unless you're very confident about it. Generally, you're just going to be living back here, spamming this out, maybe peeking this forward to shoot the away. Generally, you're just living back here, though. Heavy is playing up here, so what you want to do is heavy. Basically, you come in here, you get a buff, nice 450 buff. You have a nice pack for you to refill your sandwich, or to just get health, get a buff. And then you just up here, what you're doing is you're just menacing. You're not actually killing anyone a lot of the time, but you threaten them, right? So if you just hard peek this all of the time, you're going to get focused and you're going to die. But if you're up here, you're just kind of making them fear you. And if they don't fear you, then they'll forget about you and you just peek them in post and kill them all. So generally the way you play this, you don't shoot them when they're here, you start shooting them when they're like here. Like when I'm saying them, I mean they're demo medic or whatever, right? You wait for them to start getting aggro, wait for them to get there, and then you just appear behind them and start shredding them as they try to leave. If there's just like lone players here too, you can also try to shoot them a little bit. But if you show yourself too early, they just run away and they make you low by spamming stickies or whatever at you, and it's just not ideal. So generally you want to peek a bit later, and then also you're denying players from walking into elbow from like here or whatever. Did I miss any classes? Sniper's playing here, denying this sight line. I think that's all the classes.
And as
No,
spy, I'm
defense
gonna lurk on the cloak and dagger and just try to call things out for you folks. If you can go back up to blue spawn, I'll show you vaguely where I'm gonna be. If you turn around, you see the corner right there? No. Oh, turn around. Look outside.
This corner?
Walk forward. Yeah, that corner.
Is it under the stairs?
No, God, no.
This corner?
No, go back up the stairs. Look outside there, right at the edge of the
You want
ledge.
spec, right? Just get out of spec and just get out of
Oh
spec
yeah,
and show me.
for sure.
'Cause that's way easier than trying to just.
Oh god, my sense is so low. I'm gonna be lurking right here,
I see.
so I can
okay.
see everything, and if I see somebody
Oh,
coming,
also,
I can just
you want
drop
to know a
down.
fun fact? You want to know a fun fact? Are you full health right now?
Oh yes.
Yeah, so just come down here real fast, and just stand right on the sticky.
Yeah.
I can one-shot you with the sticky. It's pretty funny.
It is very funny.
Yes. That's a fun fact for you. You can one-shot scouts with a sticky.
I
You have to
believe
be
you can
standing
also
on the
one.
sticky yourself.
I think you can also
It does
one-shot spies
135.
with a sticky.
Yes, it's 135 damage.
Yeah.
If the demo themselves is standing on the sticky.
Oh, that's oddly specific.
So stickies have ramp up. So the demo has to be standing on the sticky too.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, okay.
Yep, it's pretty funny though.
Also, the direct hit will one-shot, obviously, but that's at a much
Yes.
further range.
Yeah.
A
Yeah, the
lot of
direct hit.
things one-shot spies and scouts is really annoying.
I mean, I don't. Normal rockets can't. Direct hit can. Body shots do. I mean, besides like body shots and I get headshots, and stickies realistically don't. And direct hit. What is there that one shots them? Basically, sniper rifles and direct hit.
You'd be amazed how often you just spontaneously die as
it's not a
either
one
scout.
shot.
No, no. To be fair,
just
it's usually two things hitting you at the same
Yeah,
time.
exactly. It's two.
But
things, yeah.
everything's terrifying, nonetheless.
Simply get a 185 buff and kill the entire enemy team. It's that simple.
Oh, I wish I were that good.
Just get aimbot. So easy. Anyways, any other questions about defense? Alright, so one thing I did forget to mention, demo, it's kind of your job to do my card, too. So if they start getting aggro, just kind of start doing this to card.
Yeah.
Yes, any questions about the third defense? It's sounding like a no. Okay, so third offense. So you generally the way the exchange is going to go is you bring your demo out here, right? So be aware of sniper. Your sniper's playing here, trying to take the SVS, or you can just hug the wall and hope to God it can click on your head. You need to make sure this heavy is unhealthy or not there or something, because otherwise he can shred you. And the soldier should be contesting their soldier catwalk. And then you're just kind of taking the exchange into them around the corner here. This is demo pyro. Your pyro is counter stuffing. Importantly, you don't want to leave. If you start leaving, you're going to lose because you just have to walk back through this choke, and that's bad. So you want to kind of stay in with this Uber. During the Uber, your heavy can either go down here and pop up C house for the post. No, he wants to pop up during the post, not during the Uber. So when it's called as the post Uber, your heavy starts peeking this. You don't want to peek this during the Uber. And so when it's post, your heavy can be peeking C house, and then between your demo, spamming them over here, and your heavy in C house, you can generally get some pretty good damage. Just be aware of heavies peeking you in the post from over here. Alternatively, your heavy can try to follow you through the choke, so once the Uber starts fading, your heavy's kind of walking in. Your heavy can live here during the Uber. You can shoot through this gap. I'm probably going to miss it with the stickies because stickies come out off-centered, but your heavy can shoot through this gap. Right, and so you can just be a little pest by shooting through this gap. It's not going to do much, but it's better than nothing. You can potentially shoot the gun depending on where it is. And then you're just kind of coming out in the post. And if you're over here in the post, immediately heavy gets tanked and fights elbow. You don't want to fight this corner, you want to fight elbow as heavy. If you're over here. If you're in C house, obviously you're fighting this. And so you're just getting tanked. Make sure you don't lose the heavy v heavy. If you lose the heavy v heavy, your team just dies. You should win the heavy v heavy if you have beam. You just kind of walk through here fully revved. And once you get to here, you just kind of start denying spawners, or you start killing anyone still in elbow. And once you have a heavy here, you basically just win the point. Your heavy and demo just walk up this spawn, and demo is just kind of watching that and denying main. Alternatively, and then your flanks obviously on the cart trying to get for them. If you don't have Uber, you don't have cart time, whatever, you would bring your combo out here. Right, you bring your combo out here. And you're just pushing the cart. So your medic's playing like way back here, and is able to leave through here with your pyro, but they're still here beaming people. Your demo heavy, whatever, You just all kind of your soldier can be maybe contesting catwalk, but other than that, you all just on cart. Demo's kind of getting spam over here. Your heavy's fist is stealing on cart. Your scout's just kind of pushing cart, and you're just getting as much cart time as you can. Your demo is just counter spamming, trying to make space for you to push. The idea, you can generally get cart through like around there doing that, and also it's just doing something while you're building Uber. Any questions about third offense?
Just to recap, when like there's like downtime, I help out like flank and pushing the cart as demo. Or did I get that?
So your demo. So if you're calling to push the cart, that is a call that you do for your entire team. So it's the idea is you bring your entire combo over here. So your entire combo is you're just hard pushing this cart.
Okay.
Is the idea. If during downtime, if you're not, you would do that when you're waiting for Uber or you're at disad or something, as opposed to just sitting in here doing nothing.
Alright.
Yep. If you're going to dry fight this point, which is something else you can do without Uber, your heavy needs to go C house pretty much. You send your heavy C house. He peeks, makes space for you, and your demo tries to get rid of this heavy first, and then he starts walking. That's another option for not having Uber as you do a dry fight. Any other questions about third offense? That is sounding like a no. Okay, on to fourth. So fourth defense. Actually, one thing I should mention, similar to second, if you lose the point and they have space and elbow, don't try to walk through this little cubby. You die. Don't do it. What you want to do instead is same thing. You rotate tracks with your sniper, and you hope for the sniper pick so that you can actually flood back forward, as opposed to just feeding the tiny choke. So last offense, you're holding tiles, right? So your demo is trapping off this, right? Traps. Okay, can I extend this? Or it's booked. Oh, it is. Okay, it's not very beautiful. So I can trap that off. And then you're not living over here. Your demo is living more over here. You can also put traps up here. You can put traps here. If I'm not... Yeah, there you go. Those are traps there. But you can put traps here if you have time. This can drop a med. You see players with beam here, and you just dead, and that generally kills the med. But generally you have traps over there. This is a spam angle. Keep in mind you can do this. You can also help out your heavy, spam this. Yeah, that's demo. Heavy. If you want to play aggressive, you play here. If you want to play passive, you play here. If you're taking too much damage, you want to start playing passive, right? But if they're like not here at all, you can definitely just play aggressive and start denying them fast. Pyro is watching. Your medic's generally standing here. Your pyro is back here watching. Note that soldiers can bomb through here. Be aware of players bombing from Harry Potter. Make sure you're watching from it. They can also bomb up to here, through there. Be aware of that. But the ones that'll get your med really fast are out of Harry Potter, so make sure you're watching for that. It's nice to have a telly back here if you can, if you have time to get a telly up here. That's good because it makes it a lot easier for your heavy and whatnot to get up here. Gun will be pub spot generally over there. Other classes. Soldier is generally also playing spiral / clock. This is clock because it's a clock. He's rotating down around here, playing down around here with your scout. Your scout's also down here. You're all just playing, the flank's playing down here, being little pests and whatnot. So the soldier with banner on last is very good because you're just kind of being a pest from up here. This is god tier for soldier. You can just shoot people as they walk up here. This is just super easy for you to splash them. Super easy for you to peek this and splash them. Super easy for you to peek this and splash them. It's just really good for soldier. So soldier living around spiral and around under is just really good. You can drop down here and just instantly be down here and just kill people. Really good. Am I missing any classes? Spy. Stab people. Snipers generally going to be playing back here. You can be playing back here. They can be playing up there with their engineer. They can be playing here to get beam.
I'll try to give like directions on where they're trying to push from, but honestly, there's so many places for them to push.
Anywhere other than the stairs, they're dumb.
Fair enough.
I mean, if they're pushing clock, they're mega dumb. If they're pushing main, kind of viable if your sniper's dead, maybe, but it's generally bad. So basically, they're pushing stairs is the only thing you have to worry about. I mean, obviously, calls are nice. If you can call things, call it, but whatever. Yes, any questions?
My coach has been
that's
screaming
tiles.
at me to focus more on calls, so I'm going to be focusing more on calls, but yeah, stab's always good.
Yeah, calls on Spy are generally very good, but on this point specifically, they're just meh. because there's one, maybe two things the other team can do. So I mean, they're still good, but just on this point, they're less good. But so that's tiles hold. If you get forced out of tiles, also a note on ammo. Generally, leave this ammo for heavy unless you need it. Other players can rotate down for this ammo. Ammo does become a problem if there's not a dispenser here, and there's generally not a dispenser up here. So just be aware of that as heavy and demo and pyro. Be aware of the ammo. Make sure you're calling when you want the ammo and not picking up ammo when you don't need it, because it can become a really big problem with just like one pack. So, yes. So if you get forced out of tiles, what are you doing? So there's two other holds on the map. There's the hold in main, and there's the pub spot hold. So the main hold is if you're looking to take back tiles. So generally what that looks like, your demo's down here, kind of denying main, right? Can contest tiles. Your engineer is still pub spot. He's just always pub spot. Maybe he's bats if he wants to be more passive. Your heavy is either down here watching these stairs, right? You can be here watching these stairs. You can shoot through these floorboards. I have an off-center weapon, so I can't do it, but trust me, you can shoot through the floorboards. Pyros, around here, spy checking. And the goal of this, you generally don't want to live here. Your goal is to get back into tiles. And it's just much faster to get back into tiles from down here. And so you generally want to wait to get back into tiles until they're all wiped. So then you would just kind of, if their sniper's dead, you know that they're dead because you just kind of have main control, right? So you can just kind of cross here. Alternatively, you can drop and walk under. Also, when you're in tiles, the way you get back into tiles if there's no teleporter, especially as heavy, as demo you just jump, but as like heavy or medic or pyro, your flank needs to escort you through under. You do not want to walk under alone. You could very easily die to offense flank. So you want to make sure you're getting escorted through under. Demo can obviously just do that, but other classes can't. So, yes. So that's main hold. Hub spot, hold. Or this is basically just desperation mode, right? Like the cart's like, oh, one thing also, if you're holding main, your heavy can be up here and just live here. This is pretty good for heavy. So if you're holding in pub spot, your gun is generally going to be back here. It can be up here. Either's fine. Your demo is just kind of doing this. I am hitting cart. You'll see where those are landing. They're hitting, that's a bit. But you're basically spamming the cart from up here, right? Just nuke the cart. You can also spam cart from over here, it's just you're peeking sniper harder. Right. So you're just kind of standing up here, spamming up these boxes, spamming cart, whatever. Right. And you can also put traps over here. You can get a lot of time off of just spamming this cart as demo. You can't get a lot of time as other classes because you have to sack for the cart, but as demo, you can just nuke the shit out of this cart. Right, because I'm just nuking that. Your soldier will be the soldier is just kind of bombing cart if you're in desperation mode. Heavy can be dropping down here and then walking through hell to get into over here and just deny this side of the cart. Heavy can also just chill up here. That's fine too. This is a good spot for heavy. Medic is just kind of playing here, beaming your demo. Your demo is incredibly important here. Your sniper is also incredibly important. And as pyro, you're just going to be playing here, making sure nobody's walking through here to kill your medic or demo. And then if you can get like a solid wipe on them, you would drop down into main, and then from main start pushing into apps. Any questions about last defense?
Yeah, for engineer, you should probably, if you're not going to put your dispenser up in tiles, you should definitely get on the stairs. 100%. You can forget about spies if it's there. It's literally impossible for us to get up if there's a dispenser well positioned.
Yep. And then one thing I will say about that is, if the defensive engineer is doing that, soldier, shoot the dispenser for your spy.
Yeah, I'll try to call it out.
Yeah. Also on here, again, you can shoot through these bullets. And as soldier, the original, it's really easy. Notice, you can see the gun. You can shoot the gun from down here, through the bullets. Just be aware of that. That's a really good spam angle on the gun. Prog here. Okay. Yes. Any other questions about defense? That sounds like a no. Okay. Alright, so offense. Group up under farmers. It's called farmers because it says farmers. Do not, under any circumstances, group up in spiral. If you group up in spiral, a retard soldier with conch will do this. Oh, you're all dead. Don't stay here. It's bad. It's trash. However, that being said, you do need somebody watching this, because if there's nobody watching this, then a retard soldier with conch will just go, oh, you're all dead, by peeking here. So you need your, like, heavy standing here just watching this. Alright, just kind of stand here and watch this, so that you don't get flanked through spiral. But you also don't want to be living in spiral, because retard soldier with conch, you're all dead. So you're going up here, and then what... Frog is dead. Okay. And then what you do is, you want to push under, so pushing clock is bad. This is spam angle. So walking up here, you're getting killed by retard soldiers with conch. Once you're up here, they can come from underneath you. Retard soldier with conch kills you. This is a sight line. This is a spam angle. This is a choke point. This is spam angle. This is sight line and sentry gun. This is a choke point. It's trash. You die. Don't go spiral. Don't go clock. You die every time. Trash. Don't do it. What you want to do instead is you go under. What you do is you go under, and so usually I find it best to have my heavy go first, just to make sure there's no retard soldier with conch ready to kill my demo or whatever. So heavy goes first, make sure it's clear, no flank or whatever. Then the demo comes through and whatever. So if this is an exchange, I generally find it best for it to be pyro demo or just solo demo, and so your demo is just kind of going up here. Demo is just kind of going up here and pounding them. Doing the Uber. You don't want to go too deep with the Uber because you can get caught in the post, and this is kind of a bad spamming roll. So you're just kind of doing this, right? If you want to get in deeper, your pyro can come with you to blast them back, but this is just not good for demo. So it's generally better to just do damage, get the force, and wait for post. In post, your soldier can bomb from Harry Potter. Your soldier can bomb from down here. I'm probably gonna miss it because I'm bad and I'm demo, but your soldier can do this as well in the post. And then in the post fight, if it's a post fight or a dry fight, you bring your heavy demo here to start fighting this. So your heavy demo's here, fighting this. Right, your heavy can be walking in front, so your demo's playing behind your heavy. You just tank your heavy, your demo's playing behind your heavy. Your heavy's goal is to get into this heavy glitch here. Once your heavy's in this heavy glitch, if he's getting tanked, he can just kind of shred people, because you can shoot through the little fence here. And then your demo's playing behind to support. So the important thing to note, again, retard soldier with conch waiting here. He does this, your medic is dead. Watch out for that. Also, when you're pushing up the stairs, again, retard soldier with conch. He comes back here, he kills your med. So if your heavy's forward, make sure your pyro's backwards. If your pyro's forwards, make sure your heavy is backwards. You need somebody watching behind. Otherwise, retard soldier with conch kills you. It's bad. And then, same thing, when you're pushing in, generally you want your soldier watching spiral, because retard soldier with conch, he comes back here, he kills your med. So, you're noticing a pattern of A, I don't like soldiers, and B, soldiers kill your med. So make sure you're watching your flanks, make sure the soldier isn't getting in and killing your med. Yes. So that's the like dry fights, your exchanges here. You can also sack through here, so you just don't bring your medic. Your heavy demo just kind of walk through here. Your soldier bombs Harry Potter, or I don't know what you'd call this, connector maybe? Bomb into connector. And then you just kind of sacking for the med, right like that. To try to make them use or whatever. If their sniper is dead, you can kind of sack through cart for cart, get some cart time. But iffy. It's not great. And so once you have tiles, what do? You stay in tiles, make sure everyone is healthy. Your heavy is kind of sitting here focusing on the gun. Your soldier can help you focus the gun. Your pyro's protecting your med, while your medic walks over here, and then your demo's over here. If the gun's over there, you can shoot the gun. Alternatively, you can shoot the gun. And then once your demo's over here, you all focus the gun, make sure that gun dies. And then once the gun is down, your heavy and whatnot can drop on the cart. Your pyro really should drop on cart. Your flank should be getting on cart. Your heavy can stay up here potentially to help kill people on the cart. Your demo is definitely staying up here. Your medic should probably be up here too. And he's just spamming bats to deny people on bats from getting guns, snipers, whatever. He's also spamming PubSpot to deny their demo. He's just living up here with your medic. And heavy can be up here to try to kill feeders on cart, or he can be on cart to try to tank and push cart. Your engineer should be getting... He should be doing this even while you're pushing apps, if he can. He should be getting a gun like here or so, like a level 3 right here, to just deny all of this space. So one thing I'll say, it is, if they have decent presence on bats, it is very, very easy to just feed onto cart endlessly, because this is a pretty long ramp. So before you start feeding onto cart, make sure you're not getting rid of that gun, make sure you have your demo over here ready to deny bats, and make sure you're pushing the cart together so that you're not feeding and just wasting 5 minutes while the cart's right there. Yes. Any questions about last offense? That is sounding like a no. Okay. Yes, so unless there's any other questions, good luck.
Thank you, Buzzy.
Yep.
Hey, Knock, by the way, whose team is this? I don't recognize them other than Witchcraft.